The British discovered this region's treasure after making India one of its colonies and building a road from Calcutta to Delhi. It provides hundreds of thousands of people with their only source of income. It can be applied to sensitive skin, doesn't clog the pores, and is entirely natural. Without it, the locals would starve to death. % of the world's mica deposits lie on either side of this road. Under local law, digging for the mineral is forbidden. India's state of Jharkhand is a registered nature reserve. But everyone who lives here knows that people still extract mica anyway, illegally. The process is based on slave labor, often involving child exploitation.
Is anybody here? Come here, please. Come here. Hello.
Suddenly, 2 people appear at this makeshift mine. The boy's father and their neighbor from the village. The boy's called Vishal, and according to his father, he's 18, although he looks no more than 14 or 15. The adults seem to be scared that the boy might let something slip that should remain unsaid.
Are you afraid of going down?
नीचे जाके डर लगता है क्या? कुछ तो डर लगता है। बहुत खतरनाक जॉब है क्या? है ही खतरनाक।
At least 1 or 2 fatal accidents are recorded in the Jharkhand mica mines every month. It's not only adults who die, but children too. Vinay Singh's body is covered in scars from contact with mica. It's razor sharp, and working in a mine, the dust rises in thick cloud-like plumes.
मेरा एक ठो आँख देखे फिर मैं जाके इलाज करवाए थे मैंने रोशनी बहुत कम गई थी साथ में लेके गए हैं इसको रांची लेके गए इतनी छोटा बच्चा और डॉक्टर से दिखा के लाया सब डॉक्टर से बात करना ये करना वो करना दवा लाना सब यही करता है
There's no time to talk. Vishal Singh goes down into the mine again. The mineral is extracted using the most dangerous method. It's scraped off the ceiling, where the rock looks as though it might collapse at any moment. There's another fatal danger here. Inhaling mica dust often causes lung cancer. The number of oncology cases in Jharkhand is growing at the alarming rate of 10% every year. This is where people work, rest, and hide from the heat. Average earnings for working here amount to no more than $3 a day, and all for extracting mica, a material that's commonly used to manufacture cosmetics. In 2014, the world's largest cosmetics companies announced that they had stopped buying mica that had been extracted illegally or by using child labor. They promised to bring in strict controls over their supply chains, saying their mica production should never involve child labor. We're going to visit one of the biggest open mines in Jharkhand. It was once developed by a state company, but was abandoned when mica production was prohibited. Now, though, as Ankit, our translator, warned, very different people can be found working there.
They don't kill us, they didn't kill me. If somebody will come, they hide foreigners for their demands. Sometimes.
And everything is controlled by mafia.
Yeah. mining method. Yeah.
Before we reach the turning to the quarry, the road is blocked by people we can't identify. It took quite a lot of negotiating before they agreed to let us in. These people are intermediaries, and they don't want to be recognized. They make their money from the difference between whatever they pay local residents for the raw material and the price they receive from processors and exporters. The difference can be quite significant. A kilo costs 5 to 10 rupees, or 30 to 50 US cents. It's back-breaking slave labor, but it's the only means of survival here.
Сейчас 10 утра, температура воздуха уже зашкаливает плюс 45. Здесь, за этим ближайшим бугром, находится место, где работают целыми семьями люди, которые добывают свой дуб. Возможно, среди них есть и дети.
There are traces of digging all around. In Jharkhand, there's barely a patch of land that's untouched. We've reached our destination. Where there was once a mountain, there's now a deep, yawning hole. We can find no children here. Perhaps the workers were tipped off that we were coming. It's a taboo subject because child labor is officially forbidden. So if the police appeared, the mine would be closed down. And they all still need to make a living.
लोग कहते हैं जैसे अब गर्मी टाइम आ गया हाँ तभी आगे हम लोग 6 बजे भोर हाँ 10-11 बजे के लगभग छोड़ देंगे अच्छा लोग का ये का मालूम किसका पाउडर बनता है इसको बता दो इसका इलेक्ट्रिकल जैसे लगता है ना लाइन वगैरह में लगाता है अब और वो मेकअप में हाँ मेकअप में
20 kilometers away is Faguni village, where residents rely solely on mica production. The village is among the poorest in the area. The government appears to turn a blind eye to the fact that children as young as 3 to 5 are working to procure and process the mica. The children have no choice but to work. No one here sees it as a problem. To them, it's not exploitation, it's survival.
आपको ये माइका है माइका का आप लोग पता है कैसा होता है माइका का यहाँ पे माइका से ये बनता है आपको पता है
नहीं हमको पता नहीं
Oh, these eyelashes for everything. Look, it's mica. It's also mica.
मेहनती जगह पर आप पहुँचिएगा तब न देखेंगे
वही रिसीव बनवा के साथ
Puji Kumari is 18. Since childhood, it's been her job to sort the mica.
देखिए पहले डिब्बा चुनते थे तो ये तो बहुत भीड़ है बहुत दूर दूर तक जाते थे और पूरा लेटा पेटा रहते थे भैया और पूरा घाव घोस रहता था जल्दी हम लोग नहाते भी नहीं थे वो 5 सप्ताह पर 3 सप्ताह पर 1 सप्ताह पर नहाते थे हमेशा ही मेल झोल रहते हम लोग मेरे पापा है घर में मम्मी पापा घर में सब माइका ही चुनता है और हम लोग छोटे थे तो पढ़ाई करते थे और यहाँ पर स्कूल नहीं भी है इसीलिए हम लोग बस में पढ़ी 8वीं तक और फिर 8वीं से और को
For women like her, marrying a rich man is the only way to break the bonds of poverty.
नहीं भैया जो ऐसा घर करता है वो करना ही पड़ता है जो बढ़िया घर जाता है वो नहीं करता है जो पढ़े लिखे हुए रहते थे वो काम क्या करेगा भैया दूसरा
आपको ऐसे रोक क्यों रही है आप
नहीं रो रहे भैया खा के हमको भूख भी गिर रहा है खाना नहीं खाए
The people of Faguni village live as a community, facing the trials of everyday life together. They share everything that the earth gives them. Vinay Singh has had a good day. He's received a big order.
आप महीने में कितना कमा लेते हो घर में परिवार कितना है लगभग
जैसे लिमिट इसका कोई नहीं है 50 रुपया भी हुआ नहीं भी हुआ 100 रुपया हुआ 200 रुपया हुआ 250 रुपया हुआ
एवरेज महीने का 3-4 हज़ार रुपये
3000 रुपया काम तो करना ही नहीं करेंगे तो खाएंगे क्या बच्चा कहाँ से खाएगा सब जैसे आज 4 बच्चे हैं तो आज कॉपी घट गया, उसका तो पेन घट गया, तो ये है पापा ये दीजिए वो दीजिए सब करना पड़ता है। वो नहीं कीजिएगा तो फिर पड़ेगा नहीं।
कभी ऐसा दिन आया है कि यार आज कुछ वो हुआ, कमाया, आज कुछ खजाना मिला, कुछ मिला नहीं?
हाँ ऐसे।
He'll make twice as much from the mica he sells as the Fagani residents who mine it. This was agreed between him and the intermediaries. Just as there's division based on the caste system, there's division in the mica industry too. All the mica produced in Jharkhand ends up being handled by middlemen, who either send it to be processed or exported. Chetan Sharma is the youngest mica exporter in Jharkhand.
And exporting materials to worldwide. I have an export experience about last 5 years.
So you're 20, how old are you? 21?
21.
21 years.
Yes, sir.
Mica production and processing is a family business. When the British left India, canny locals quickly took their place. Chetan is famous and open. His family owns several mica processing factories.
Let's come and check our mica flax that we exporting to various countries. This bag goes to Japan and they are very good and loyal buyers. I like very much. This is the super best Moscow white mica flax. This is very costly. Chinese don't prefer it. Chinese prefer only cheapest material.
That's why Japan.
That's why Japan take this material. And Japan only makes super quality materials. That you also know, sir. And rub it, your hand will be glitter like it.
Here in Jharkhand, 90% of mines are illegal. But the mica processing plants are official. The clever twist is that there's no control over who delivers the mica or where it comes from, be it a legal mine or an illegal one.
It is totally official because mica is exporting. And you know, illegal thing is not exporting by the government of any country. This is legal thing, sir. After processing in our factory and in manufacturing in our factory, we will direct export to required buyers. I truly said you that in factories, you also checked in my factories, we don't use any child laborers. We have almost all the people's 20 and 25 years above. Some children you saw in the mica mines after picking the material. If they stop mining, then what they eat? The major problem of that people is what they eat.
Today is the last day of the wedding season in Jharkhand state. Nobody's gone to work. Some 50 couples will tie the knot one after the other in this suburb alone. It's part of the mica capital, Jumeri Tilaya. Vinay Singh won't work either. He's come to congratulate his neighbor. He's even put on his only white shirt to mark the occasion. He's saved up for a whole year to buy it. He's brought his sons with him, Vishal and Vishnu, 14 and 16 years old. They're still at high school, but someday their father hopes they'll marry too.
बच्चे को पसंद है, ठीक है, लेकिन हम लोग चाहते हैं इंडिया में ही हो, समझे ना? शादी अभी नहीं, 25 साल के बाद।
इस जगह पे या कहीं और?
नहीं, घर पे ही करेंगे, जब करेंगे आप लोग को बुला लेंगे, इन लोग को बुला लेंगे।
The next morning, Vinay Singh prepares to return to work. Everybody rises before dawn because it's a long journey to the mine. This time, Vinay takes both his sons with him. They have no classes today, which means that their current order will be filled quickly and the mica will be sold at a good price. 11 rupees. That's 60 cents per kilo.
सोचते तो बहुत कुछ है कि बड़ा पढ़ाए लिखाए कुछ जगह पे पहुंचाए, ठीक है, बेटी है उनका शादी ब्याह कैसे करें, क्या है नहीं है, सब कुछ सोचना पड़ता है, लेकिन होगा तभी तो, से पैसे रहेगा तब सब कुछ होता है, पैसा नहीं रहने से सोच के क्या करेंगे। अरे जो होता है नसीब पर छोड़ देते हैं, अपना मेहनत करना है, कर रहे हैं, जो होगा सो होगा।
Vinay Singh hopes that the school his boys attend will be their passport to a better future, one that doesn't involve mines.
मेहनत करके हमें इतना पढ़ाते हैं, मतलब पापा मेहनत करके हमें मतलब पढ़ा रहे हैं, खिला रहे हैं, यही हमें गर्व होता है अपने पापा पे।
फर्स्ट टाइम कोई के माइंस के अंदर
बहुत डेंजरस लग रहा था, डर लग रहा था अंदर जाने में, और अंदर देखते ही सारा हम लोग को डर लगने लगा कि कैसे हम लोग अंदर जा पाएंगे, कैसे देखेंगे अंदर और वापस कैसे आ पाएंगे। मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ आर्मी बनने के लिए।
ओह, आर्मी में?
यस।
एंड व्हाट अबाउट तेरा, तू क्या बनना चाहता है?
इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं।
इससे कभी ऐसा हुआ कि पापा ने मना कर दिया कि नहीं तुम नहीं कर सकते, तो हमारी मेरा काम में हाथ बटाना है, खेती करनी है, खेती
ऐसा मना नहीं किया कभी।
Western cosmetics manufacturers have repeatedly been told that their mica has been illegally mined and processed by child laborers. In response to these concerns, the poorest states in India, including Jharkhand, have built schools that were partially financed by aid from the West. They're intended to save the children from a life of back-breaking toil.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
नहीं आता था, जंगल से पकड़ के लाते थे, उनके माता पिता को समझाए बुझाए कि नहीं आप स्कूल भेजिए, भेजने से क्या होगा, अगर आप अभी नहीं पढ़ाएंगे तो आपके बच्चे जब बड़े होंगे तो सही रास्ते पे नहीं चलेंगे, शराब पिएंगे, कुछ भी करेंगे, आपको भी खाने के लिए नहीं मिलेगा।
Even though there are more schools now, there are still not enough places for everyone. But this is all they have.
वो ड्रेस सबको मिलता है, छात्रवृत्ति मिलती है, साइकिल मिलता है, जूते का मिला है, खाना भी मिलता है, किताब भी मिलता है। अगर हमारे जो शिक्षा मंत्री बने डॉक्टर नीरा यादव मैडम, वो भी अगर अंडा निकाल दिए कि हर एक बच्चे को एक अंडा मिलेगा सप्ताह में 3 दिन।
But the children are still often hungry. That's why they keep going back to work in the mines.
सरकार हमारे यहाँ कुछ तो खोल नहीं दिया जो वहाँ पर काम करके अपना बच्चे को खिलाए, अपना खाए, तो इसलिए यहाँ का तो मजबूरी है। अगर यहाँ पर अगर कोई कारखाना खोले या कुछ कर दे, या आप अबरख किए तो माइनिंग के लिए आप
Millionaire Chetan Sharma's daily routine never changes. He starts his morning with a workout. Today, Chetan Sharma plans to inspect operations in several of the mines that supply his processing plants. Sharma often visits Faguni, one of the poorest villages in the area. The best quality mica comes from here. Once processed, it's shipped to various cosmetic companies. Almost all of it is extracted by the local population from illegal mines and pits.
In Koderma, only here opportunities to invest, then work is very good. Only profit, profit, profit.
गार्नेट है, गार्नेट।
Sisters Puji and Gudi Kumari make sure that the miners have enough water. Some very young children work alongside adults in the pit. There's nobody to look after them at home, so they go to work with their parents.
रूपा नाम। पारो कल्पना।
तेरे बच्चे हैं?
ना, ये बहन बेटी है।
For the children, it's more like a daily routine than work.
बच्चों को थोड़ा बहुत ले आते हैं, काम हो जाता है, उनकी मदद हो जाती है। आप भी ये करवाएंगे अपने बच्चों से?
नहीं,
अच्छा,
नहीं कराएंगे ये सब काम। अपना बच्चों को पढ़ाएंगे और कुछ बनाएंगे।
When Puji Kumari heard that the Mica prince, Chetan Sharma, had come to her village, she wanted to meet him. But she was suddenly overcome with shyness. While she hesitated, Sharma left, and she lost her opportunity to meet him. That night, Chetan's family chose to discuss his marriage options and what might make a suitable candidate. It's the kind of subject that can only be discussed at family gatherings. The relatives can't impose their decisions on him, but neither can he start anything without their blessing.
We would like to marriage in India. Almost middle class family like to marriage in about 25, after 25.
Until Chetan Sharma reaches marriageable age, his main objective will be keeping the family business afloat. In the late 1990s, Jumri Tilaya was the mica capital of this part of India. The construction of every building in town was funded with profits from the sale of this natural resource. But the mica fever has come to an end, and people now have to seize every opportunity they can to fend for themselves. This lake is rapidly drying out in the unusually extreme heat, but there are still a few fish left in what little water remains. The mica mining business isn't really suffering as the deposits are still plentiful. But demand has fallen into sharp decline. As markets have shifted, buyers are not ordering as much as they used to, including from Chetan Sharma's factories.
Right now, sir, market is very poor because Europe market is also very not good, and China is also down in position. If the demand rises in China, you did not see 1 kg materials in my factory.
At the end of each working day, the mica miners head for home. Whatever they couldn't sell today, they take with them, ever hopeful that they'll sell it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.